Hey Shuba, how's it going?
Good, Sherif. How are you?
Hey, great. I'm glad you're here with me today. And as you know, this interview is sort of a little bit of getting to know you as a mortgage provider and how you can help people from the Don Mills area. And what I'm doing right now is I'm spending some time interviewing friends, people who have restaurants and any community influencers for the Don Mills area to let us know a little bit more about yourselves, how you got into your business, and how you can help us. So, one of the questions I have for you today is, what made you decide to become a mortgage broker and versus the bank? And actually, before you even answer that question, tell us a little bit about who you are and how you got here.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Sharif. My name is Shubha Dasgupta. As you mentioned, I'm a mortgage broker, also a co-founder of Capital Lending Center, a mortgage brokerage, where our head office is located out of the Don Mills area. Love the community, love the area, and love the people within it. A little bit about myself. I'm a father of two. I love riding bikes. I'm a big believer in philanthropy and community and giving back to the communities that we serve. I've been on the board of directors for charities like the Canadian Cancer Society. I've given back hours of time through various causes, fundraising and raising awareness. Love spending time with my family, and I love making sure that clients have the right information and resources designed for their individual needs.
And that's why I love working with you.
Because of my bike riding skills?
That too. So Shua, what made you decide to get into this business, and especially like what took you from not the banks to become a mortgage broker and then opening up your own brokerage?
You know what? That's a fantastic question and one that I get asked so often. So what brought me here to this business, and most specifically the mortgage business, was I have a desire to help. I always have. And you might think to yourself, well, how are you helping as a mortgage agent? Well, one of the things I realized when I became a mortgage broker was the power that we have in helping people achieve their dreams and goals in life. Helping Canadians have a roof over their head, helping them have a place where they can call home, a place where they can feel safe. Their kids can learn to ride their bike on the street. They can play in the backyard. A place where, and if you think about yourself, a place where you'll probably make most of your lasting memories, where you'll laugh and where you'll cry. Home ownership is also a lot more than memories and a place to call safe and a place to call home. It's also building wealth for retirement. It's also understanding your finances. It's also taking responsibility. And through all of those things combined, I realized that the mortgage broker industry was a place where I can come and make a difference in people's lives.
And how did that differ from the banks, like going and working for, let's say, one of the big block banks?
You know what? It all came down to solutions,
Yeah.
right? If I say that I want to help all Canadians and I want to help, provide solutions and opportunity for all Canadians, I needed options.
Okay.
And as a broker, I have access to all kinds of options. As you know, Sharif, no is actually not in my vocabulary. There's usually always a solution and there's usually always a way. And that's the type of flexibility that I love on the broker side, because the countless smiles and the countless thanks that I get from the customers who never thought they would have had any other solution
Yeah.
are everything that I need.
Awesome. And what is one of the most memorable experiences you've had helping a family out?
You know what? I share this story often, and I love it. It was actually one of my first clients. And, I've been in the business for over 13 years now. So this is quite some time ago. But I came across a family. They had immigrated to Canada about 10 years, 12 years before I had met with them and connected with them. And they had purchased at the time what was going to be their dream home. So they purchased a small bungalow in our area, in the Don Mills area, and they had the plans to build this dream home. They were going to build a 5-bedroom home. They had 4 children at the time.
Wow.
And they got their financing through the bank, and their bank told them, yeah, you know what, no problem. We're going to help you get financing to build that home and all this kind of stuff. And when it was time and they got the permits and the plans, the bank said, oh, no, 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 we can't help you. We misunderstood, or that wasn't what you told us, whatever the excuse. From that point, for 2 years, this customer searched for a solution on how to build their dream home. And Sherif, I want you to remember a husband, wife, and 4 children living in a 2-bedroom bungalow during this time. The pressure was building, the stress was building. And thankfully, she found me through, actually at the time, a KGG ad that I was running. And it was actually, she told me the story after that it was the last call she was going to make.
Yeah.
She told her husband before she made the call that I think we have to give up on our dream.
Yeah.
And I think that, let's just sell this house and figure out something. And the husband said, before we give up, give it one last shot. And if we can't do it, I promise we're going to get through this together.
Awesome.
And she called me and she ran her situation by me, and I found her a solution, and we built her dream home. And then we got her another mortgage. And since then, Sherif, she's been my family. I've done mortgages for her kids. She's invited me to her kids' weddings. And when I met with her after we got her this financing, it's when I developed my true passion, because she cried to me and said, Shuba, you didn't just help us build a home, you helped our dreams come true. And for that, we're forever grateful. I just thought that was an amazing moment in my life and in her life, and I always remember and cherish it.
That's amazing, man. Good job. That's why I love working with you. You put your heart first,
Absolutely, man. We have to connect with people here before anything else, right?
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so we do have a few minutes left, so I want to ask you, what's your favorite restaurant in the Don Mills area?
Oh, Don Mills, that's a big area.
Yeah.
That's a big area.
So around our office, maybe a little bit north, something that we should try.
You know what? Let me start by saying I think that all restaurants are amazing, because these are all small business owners that deserve the support of their communities. We're out there feeding the people and making sure that people have food and nourishment and a place where they can go and enjoy themselves. So just love all the restaurants. But if I was to pick a couple favorites,
yes.
I love Via Cibo at York Mills and Don Mills, right? Yeah. Small Italian place there. I love Ganoi Sushi on Don Mills Road for any of you who love sushi. That's a good one, right? And then what else is in that area that I really enjoy? I would say those are my two favorites.
Awesome. And then the meeting point, Swiss Chalet.
Swiss Chalet is where you meet everyone.
Exactly.
For sure.
The quick office meeting.
For sure.
Awesome. Okay, so Shuba, let's get into some real business, and maybe you can help us out here because of the times we're in right now. What are the challenges you're facing, and what is the way forward for anyone who's looking to buy a home today?
Absolutely. So you know what? The first thing is that, I certainly appreciate and understand the uncertainty that's in the market space today. People are concerned about their jobs, people are concerned about their health, people are concerned about their finances, and just so much going on in people's lives. Mm-hmm. So connecting and working with the right professionals that can help you alleviate some of those pressures right now are actually very important, and an often not talked about aspect of the home buying experience.
Right.
Beyond that, right now we're seeing record low interest rates in the mortgage market, which are allowing Canadians an opportunity to save thousands of dollars in interest. So there was actually a recent study done that showed that had you purchased a home in January of 2020 versus today, even with the increase in price value, the higher price that you would pay for a property, the average Canadian would actually be saving almost $20,000 because of the low interest rate.
Wow.
So an amazing difference that's going on. And that's for existing homeowners too, right? So please relook at your mortgages. But for home buyers specifically, certainly an opportunity to get in at low interest rates at affordable cost. You certainly want to make sure that you have all of your paperwork and everything organized, so you understand, if your job has been impacted by COVID, that you understand what the impacts are, you have the proper documentation to back it up, and that you're working with true professionals that understand the landscape right now. So, getting into home ownership is certainly an important decision, and working with the right people to help guide you there are going to be critical to your success.
Thank you. Thanks for that, Shuba. If somebody wanted to get a hold of you to discuss about their mortgages, how would they contact you?
I'm the easiest guy in the world to get a hold of. You can contact me by phone at 416-669-2046 or by email at Shuba, that's S-H-U-B for Bob, H-A, at capitallend.ca.
Awesome. Thank you, Shubha. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you, Sherif. It's always a pleasure.